Hi, this is Ron with the Code Guys. I want to tell you a little bit about Microsoft Word 2010 today. Here we have a typical Microsoft Word document. There's already a little bit of text on the page. Notice you have your ribbons at the top: Home, Insert, Page Layout. Very similar to what you've had in previous versions of Microsoft Office. Let's see, normally you start out with normal spacing. And normal spacing is the line spacing. So if I click on the line spacing, it shows that you have 1.15. Well, what does that mean? Line spacing is, in this case, it's multiple. There's 10 points of blank space after paragraphs and before the next one, and the line spacing is 1.15. Now, if you wanted single spacing, you would have to click on no spacing, and then when you look at the line spacing, it says single spacing, no points after paragraphs. I'll put it back on normal spacing. How do you find out what the margins of the page are? Click on Page Layout, go to Margins, and you see here that the margins by default are 1 inch all the way around. If you wanted to change those, you could click on Custom Margins and put in whatever size you wanted for your margins. I can select this text if I want to format it. So let me go back to the Home ribbon, and I can change the size to something a little different. See, I have that preview before I even select it. I can also choose a different font family if I like something more like this. If I don't want to format it like that, there are some pre-written formatting. If I want to format my text, I can select it and click on one of these text effects. And so notice here I've added a text effect. Let me make that a little bit larger and you can actually see what that looks like. I could choose something different. Okay, so that is an attractive way to format your text on the page. Okay, how do you put a picture in your page? So I'm going to click Enter, and I have a picture that I found from the internet. So I've saved it to this computer. I'll go to Insert, click on Picture, look for my folder for these pictures. And there's a picture on my page. It's a little bit larger than what you can see right now, the whole thing. Let me go to Print Preview, and you can see what the picture looks like on the page at the moment. Okay, now what if this picture is not the size that you want? So notice that in the corners there are sizing handles. I can select this and drag down into the picture. Okay, I can undo that. If I select one of the side sizing handles, I will resize the picture, but I'll also distort it. So the best thing to do is to resize a picture from one of the corner sizing handles. Alright, you can also go in and format it in other ways. I can click on Format and click on Quick Styles and say, well, I'd like the picture to be to have a shadow effect, or be angled on the page. Okay, any of these are ways that you can go in and format what your picture is going to look like. Okay, so we'll just select one. Alright, I'd also like to show you how you can format your paragraphs. So here on this page we have 2 paragraphs, and you can tell that they are different paragraphs because of the line spacing between the 2 paragraphs. Remember, this is multiple line spacing, and with multiple line spacing you have 10 points of blank space between paragraphs. But one of the things that we'd like to do is to add first line indent, and so you know that we could always click at the beginning of a paragraph and hit the Tab key, and that would automatically indent the paragraph. But we want to indent all the paragraphs on the page. What you want to do is go in and select your paragraphs, and then right click somewhere in the selected area and click on Paragraph. And here under Indentation for Special, just choose First Line Indent. It automatically gives you a 1/2 inch indent. If you wanted more or less, you could always use the spin arrows and change that. And so click OK, and now you see that your paragraphs have a first line indent and they have space between the paragraphs. Alright, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment. Until next time, this is Ron with the Code Guys.